Yo, my name is Longshot. I got the mask on, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Chicago. I got the mask on. I ain't trying to rob nobody or nothing, but I do want your hands up. Just the culture, the overall culture. I had a dude today, I was walking down the street, I had headphones on, and I'm going over my set for tomorrow, and he heard me rapping. He stopped me, he was like, "Oh man, you rap?" I was like, yeah. He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "Man, he's like, I don't rap, I make hip hop." You know what I'm saying? I don't rap, I make hip hop. I was like, "No, you rap. Rap is part of hip hop." You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is the culture. It's how you wear your clothes. It's DJing, it's b-boying, it's graffiti, it's all that. And so when I first got introduced to all of that, everything about it, the rhyming and everything, that's what it just took over my life. You know, from a young age, I remember rapping my first rap that I ever memorized was Slick Rick Children's Story. You know what I'm saying? When I was literally a little kid, Word Up magazine, it was verse of the month. You know what I'm saying? And so since this one long verse, it was just in there, and I memorized that, and I know that song to this day till I die. You know what I'm saying? And so it just grew from there, and you know, and so it just inspires me that I get to do what I love, and that I got a passion. A lot of people don't got a passion. A lot of people don't have anything that they can wake up to. You know what I'm saying? And say, "Man, I'm lucky to be alive because I get to do this." You know, a lot of people settle. For me, growing up in the era that I grew up in, it's the evolution of the whole culture, you know what I'm saying, overall, because I get to see, you know, I saw the classic NWA when they was on start fighting the Public Enemy, the SW1s and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got to see that on TV and shit, you know, and so, and then to go from that to MTV and so just, and the things that hip hop is doing now, to Jay-Z being 50 and rapping, you know what I mean? Like, as an MC, that's such an inspiration, you know, because I want to do this forever, you know. I want this to be like blues and rock and roll, where those guys are 60 and 70 going out on tours. That's what I want to do, you know. That's what I'm going to do, you know, with this culture and with my music and my art. So now they support me. I didn't grow up with my mom and my dad, you know what I'm saying? I was a group home kid, you know, DCFS. But my grandmother was very much a part of my life, you know what I'm saying? And so for her, it was really important education for me to get my education. And so I went to really good high school, graduated, went on to Drake University, which is a really good university. But for me, it was actually there where like rhyming really took over my life. I started like actually freestyling and actually writing at Drake my freshman year when I was 18, and that's when it really, and then when I was 20, I moved back to Chicago. I was 20 years old, performed at this like little hair and talent competition. I was super nervous. It's the first time I ever performed. I never even read an official song. I didn't really even know, but I had this roots instrumental. They had it broke down with the choruses, so I knew I just had to write a verse up to that chorus, and then another verse after that chorus. And so I was the first one to go. I went up there and did my thing, and once I was done, two things I knew. Right when I was done, I had this feeling, you know, I played sports, man. I scored a touchdown in Soldier Field. I hit home runs, and I done dunked in games and scored 30, and you know, I was a good athlete. And so those are feelings that are like unique and special. This was it. This was that times 100. And so I knew that, like, that was what I was gonna do forever. And then this dude walked up to me and was like, "Hey, two things. You should change your name, and you need a manager. Here's my card." And you know, you see the movies all the time where it's like the slimy guy tries to suck, you know, get what he can from the talent and slide in real quick. And so you know, that's when I knew that like I got something, you know what I'm saying? And so from there, I kind of took it real serious, moved out to the East Coast and honed my skills. I wanted to be close to where hip hop was born, you know, to be out in the ciphers on the streets of DC and New York, you know, battling fools. And so that's where I like kind of like sharpened my sword, went back to Chicago, and put out my first 12-inch, because I put out a 12-inch as my first thing because everybody had their little demo tapes or their little CDRs, but I wanted this to be serious, something you could take serious, so I put out a 12-inch. And my biggest challenge is reaching the masses, okay? Because I feel like my message and the songs that I make are on par with the best that do it right now. Okay. For example, you should go check out my album, Instant for Eternity. On my album, I got a song called Weak, okay? And it's a song that deals with domestic abuse, all right? That's a song that's a topic that nobody's talking about in hip hop or rap right now, all right? Or ever, okay? Beating on women is not cool. Guys should not hit girls, okay? Nobody's talking about that. And with this whole Chris Brown and Rihanna thing going on, it's kind of like been brushed to the side and laughed off. But I don't think that's how it should be, okay? And so, with that being said, if Kanye West makes that song, it's a Grammy-winning song, okay? If Wayne makes a song, he's the greatest lyricist ever. So, it's the influence. I know I got to get out to the masses. I need a billion people to hear that. And then those billion people can make the judgment if they like my song or not, if they like my art or not, if they like Longshot or not. But I haven't had that opportunity. So for me, that's my biggest obstacle. That's what I gotta overcome. I need that because the people need what I'm talking about. Especially with all there's so much garbage, man. People talk about they want so much substance, but then there's so much bull that they pump and that they make number one. I want people to remember Longshot as being one of the illest lyricists ever, one of the most hard-working artists ever, and one of the most giving artists ever. That he gave back to not only his family when he got on and got well financially, but he gave back to his community. That even when he didn't have anything, he gave back to his community. He gave back to artists. Even when artists don't want it, he still reached out to artists and tried to help them realize their talent and their potential. Literally, I do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want. That's it, because without people helping me and reaching out to me and giving back to me, I wouldn't be nobody. You know what I'm saying? The fans make you. The people make you. Don't ever forget that. Longshot, Instant for Eternity. I learned plenty in my city, and from leaving it, sacrifice nights of kicking it hard to be in this, paying my dues, building with crews to free the lit. What can I do to prove to y'all I'm more than decent? Leave that weak shit to lames and the rest gon' unfold. Don't plan on the fame and let the best be untold. Make sacrifices for the game, gangs put on hold. Gradually, rain disappeared. I'm so grown, and I'm 8 years old in the old when the land hot. Motel room cramped in a crack, pavelle blocks a frail shot fall. Heavy the pain, the hell rocks. Flames, cane, pipes, hypes, the cell spot. Shell shock, never that. My life better, in fact. See, I learned to sacrifice with these mics instead of straps. Whether on tracks or the streets, my speech remain bold. It's the same old story of that buck that stays strong. Play long to win it, and finish first. Fuck them demons in it, leaving everything that I'm worth to be remembered. It's been a struggle since birth, but this earth keep on still. So I promise I'ma make it, even if I ain't got it. Longshot.